today. From Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Bills Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's going to find his tight end Gray complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Now Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And Oliver in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On fourth down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taken in at the 22. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Off the play fake. Allen sliding out of the pocket, finding some room at midfield, and all the way down to the 33-yard line. A big gain there for the Bills.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A check on Breida's numbers from last week. 12 carries, 52 yards.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. It's complete to Diggs. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. And you can bet they're going to lean on him quite a bit, obviously. They did last week. Was over 100 yards also. AFC Player of the Week is announced Wednesday.
And until they take that away, I would continue to lean on him. Try and have another one.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Escaping the pressure right. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. And here's Joseph Charlton now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This will be fielded at the 17. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season. What? And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll roll him out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. And, Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser, because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter. Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
A big gain there for the Bills.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, here's Breida. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The Chiefs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He opted to go with a scramble. Gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll field this at the 5. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep for Diggs. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Looking again for Diggs, and this time he's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up 1st and goal at the 1.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st down, Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Finding Edwards-Helaire once again.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So he stopped for no gain, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And again, it's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This taken in at the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and
he's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. 7 yards, the pickup there. second down and 3. Now a give running left is Breida. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown and teams that looked like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it is 28-0. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's second down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
Allen off the play fake. Rolling to his right. Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big gain there for the Bills. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. Second and 10. To the air, Allen. Flush to his right. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bills open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, They've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Mahomes now to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now here's Mahomes. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 14.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. A nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. A gain of 6 there on first. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Butker's kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing is Allen on third. That is caught by Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Parker, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Flushed out right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Allen. Hard throw, incomplete. That close on 3rd down. I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big gain there for the Bills.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And it's taken in at the 9. That's going to go in the looks as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will come back out. Deep in their own territory. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big gain there for the Bills. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. From just shy of midfield, Allen. And Diggs has it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. KC's offense ready to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing